Mm.
Jaya Amma Amma Jaya 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 Amma Amma Jaya 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 Amma Amma 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 Jaya Jaya amma, amma, jaya, jaya. Jaya, jaya, amma, amma, jaya, jaya. Jaya, jaya, amma, So, a question. And I guess our dinner conversation really sparked it for me. If you were asked, what is a human being? What would you say? And what would you say if you were asked, what makes human life human? And when does it stop being human life? I'm not talking about death. I'm talking about the way of living, the way of relating. There's always the debate that goes on in this society today, about when does human life begin, and then there's the debate about when does it end, right? And how can it end, and what's acceptable, and so on. But I guess I'm asking a different question. I'm asking, I guess, in terms of the quality of life. I know that you know that my mom died recently, and we watched her in her final moments when her quality of life was very, very low, poor. And that made me wonder too. But I guess I'm thinking about more just in terms of, the science, in terms of, we talked about AI over dinner tonight, and replicants and all that lovely stuff. Thank you, Harrison Ford. And who is the creator of that Blade Runner, Josh?
Philip Dick.
Philip Dick, yeah. Brilliant stuff. And as we know, what was science fiction long ago, in some ways, in fact many ways, has become reality. Whether it's space travel or, all kinds of creative inventions. So that's my question tonight. I'm not sure I've ever asked that here, but what is human? What makes human human, if that makes any sense? What would you say?
Having been present in the room when several people have passed, and even, I was going to say, even animals, when the vet helps an animal cross over, there is a spark of life, but that wouldn't be making it human. There's got to be more.
It's supposed to be something that separates people from animals, or like the beasts are supposed to be like civilized, I guess. Humans are supposed to have capability for civilized living together, and being above the law of the jungle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it might have a little bit of a parallel to humans are supposed to be, better than machines, or, more than machines, or something, greater than machines.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we're supposed to be something greater than animals. I'm just not sure if it's exactly coming a true, as fast as people would want it to.
Mm-hmm. When you say greater than, can you elaborate on that? In what way? I can't run as fast as a leopard.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to say. There's some kind of moral, like ethical kind of thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure exactly how you would, what that is about. It's about, I guess, you know, when people are coming together to sort of, they have to put their differences aside, and so you know, are cooperating for like a larger goal, something larger than yourself, and
Right.
sort of putting yourself aside.
And
for
in
the
that
group.
cooperation, in that deciding, choosing, which can be difficult, because perhaps our animal self may want to do that instead of this, there's a humanness expressed, maybe. Yeah, okay. Any other thoughts?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
For me, like, being able and willing maybe, or willing to feel like the full range of human emotions, but I think that's getting stripped away. And the norm is maybe that, you know, we're not supposed to feel things bad, we're not supposed to feel things. Well, I think humans can, my own self included, have trauma, and then you kind of cut off a part of your emotional self, you know, and I think being fully human would be to be willing to feel like the full range
Mhm.
of human emotions and human connection.
Right, and even when you say to be willing to,
This is good.
I don't know that my cat JB can consciously make a choice that I'm willing to experience all the emotions that come to me, but humans can make the choice, perhaps, if we're not too traumatized.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because we can get pieces splintered off
Yeah.
along the way, but being willing to,
Uh-huh.
you know, work to be fully human.
Yeah, okay.
I like that word that you brought up about willingness.
I would say that it's a lot defined by the fact that we have the conscious choice between our better self and our animal self. And we know we're making that choice.
Mhm.
And that maybe is what separates humanness from the rest of the animal kingdom.
Mm.
But it's also been said that humans are special from other animals. They're the only species that systematically exterminates its own species.
Mhm. So
So,
the choice is there, and
The
then sometimes
choice.
we make the other choice.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And in the teaching of mindfulness, right, there's that moment just
Yeah.
before we respond,
yeah,
where we're given the choice.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I think to even take it a little further, because even a trained animal or an animal that's around its own family will, sometimes you see them hesitate, like, do I bite or do I wait a moment? But we have the ability to, like, think about that choice
Right.
and analyze what we want to do in terms of our better impulses in our animal. So it's that ability to consciously manipulate that moment.
Right. Are you
Yeah.
thinking of Big Red the rooster?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He seems to be deciding whether to attack or not.
yeah, yeah. But I don't think he sits up late at night and
He doesn't lose
think
sleep over
about,
it.
yeah.
No. He doesn't wake up at 3 in the morning and say, "Gee, I wonder if I made the right choice."
Yeah,
Probably not.
yeah, that.
Any other thoughts?
Separating humans from all other life, if
Mm.
we're speaking in that terms. Humans are more social,
Hmm.
they're more emotional, and more intellectual. And so I think that separates us all. And emotions can be anything from the way we feel or how we think, or what makes us feel that way or think that way.
Mhm.
So that can go real deep. And I think what prevents us from being humans is we become numb to all that.
Right, right. And that's a good point, isn't it? Because I think we would all be in agreement that there are factors in today's society that work against us being fully human, right? Whether it's to feel our emotions fully, you know, and to intellectually explore what we want to, or, you know, whatever it is, we feel like perhaps we're being programmed, right? Like a machine would be programmed, controlled in a sense by whatever it is we feel is at work trying to control humanness. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Well, I thought we would just take a look at two things quickly tonight then to close. One is in the Psalms, where it actually asks the question and provides some response to it. And then one from Shakespeare. And I don't have Shakespeare in front of me, and I would hesitate to try and quote it. I'm wondering, Tim, if you have your magic box handy, and if you could bring up Hamlet's soliloquy. What is a man? Something like that.
Oh, is that the one, the poor player on the stage?
Yeah, could be both. Could be. See if I can find the Psalms first. There we go. So, the first one, in the book of Psalms, if I can read this small print, here's Psalm 8. O God, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have placed your glory above the heavens. From the lips of infants and children you bring forth praise to respond to your adversaries and to silence the hostile and vengeful. When I behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you set in place, what is a human being that you should be mindful of us? Who are we that you should care for us? You have made us barely less than gods and crowned us with glory and honor. You have made us responsible for the works of your hands, putting everything under our feet, sheep and oxen, chickens, even the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, whatever swims in the oceans. O God, how majestic is your name in all the earth. So there it is. What is a human being that you should be mindful of us? Who are we that you should care for us? You have made us a little less than God and crowned us with glory and honor. You have made us responsible for the works of your hands. It's a lovely psalm. It's Psalm 8. Did you find this in Shakespeare?
You mean this one? It says, "What a piece of work is
Yep, what a piece of work. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. So this is Hamlet in Shakespeare.
Yeah. What a piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no, nor woman either, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
That's good. Any thoughts on that? What a piece of work are we? I like the way.
It made me think of like, oh, you're not all that.
What's that?
Made me think of people say, oh, you're not all that.
Ah,
That's what kind of that made me think of.
Did you hear the similarity between Shakespeare and the Psalm?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are saying, what a noble creature human beings are. Like gods. That's pretty wonderful.
contradict it? Does he contradict it at the end?
No, he doesn't contradict it. He just reminds us that we're also dust.
Oh, okay, okay.
Can't get away from that,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's not contradicting, he's just reminding us that we're,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
it's a both and.
Both end.
So we'll close with the song. When the night is falling and the moon shines softly, gentle light, you guide us, faithful friend, you love us. When the night is falling and the moon shines softly, gentle light, you guide us, faithful friend, you love us. When the night is falling and the moon shines softly, gentle light, you guide us, faithful friend, you love us. When the night is falling and the moon shines softly, gentle light, you guide us, faithful friend, you love us. At the close of this day, we give you thanks for your great love for all human beings everywhere in this earth. May we realize more and more who we are, noble, intelligent, responsible beings made in your image. May we not rest until we live more and more into who we are. May it be so.